Breaking news. According to the Associated Press by Kate BRUMBACK, updated at 9:40 AM Central Standard Time, March 13, 2024, the judge overseeing the Georgia election interference case on Wednesday dismissed some of the charges against former President Donald Trump, but many other counts in the indictment remains. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee wrote in an order that 6 of the counts in the indictment must be quashed, including 3 against Trump, the presumptive 2024 Republican presidential nominee. But the order leaves intact other charges, and the judge wrote that prosecutors could seek a new indictment on the charges he dismissed. The ruling is a blow to Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, whose case has already been on shaky ground with an effort to have her removed from the prosecution over her romantic relationship with a colleague. It's the first time charges in any of Trump's 4 criminal cases have been dismissed, with the judge saying prosecutors failed to provide enough detail about the alleged crime. The 6 charges in question have to do with soliciting elected officials to violate their oaths of office. That includes 2 charges related to the phone call Trump made to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, a fellow Republican, on January 2nd, 2021. So we should know that Biden and Trump are now their party's presumptive nominees. What does that mean? House GOP launches new probe of January 6th and tries shifting blame from Capitol attack away from Trump. Biden heads back to Wisconsin and Michigan as he looks to show up Democratic blue wall. And I guess I should have said shore up. All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is 1 more than we have, Trump said during that call. The case accuses Trump and 18 others of conspiring to overturn his 2020 election loss in the state to Democratic Joe Biden. The nearly 100-page indictment details dozens of acts by Trump or his allies to undo his defeat, including harassing an election worker who faced false claims of fraud and attempting to persuade Georgia lawmakers to ignore the will of voters and appoint a new slate of electoral college electors favorable to Trump. Well, that's what I have on the story, but I wanted to make sure that I got on here so that everybody that visit the Tiger's Den will know that we're going to stay up to snuff on this story. Now, I'm not a reporter, but I sure feel like one right about now. And I don't know, it's kind of exciting, but it's kind of, nerve-wracking because now that he has made this decision, I'm assuming it has something to do with the information that came out on yesterday. I don't know that to be true, but that's just my thoughts. Now, it still begs to wonder what's going to happen to DA Fani Willis and Mr. Lubba Lubba, Nate Wade. Very interesting. As the plot thickens, I think we all in our community are saying for real, I think these people are trying to really audition for the real DAs in Georgia, because there's a lot of hanky-panky going on. But it is good to know that at least up to this point, that the judge is doing the right thing. And I say the right thing because he's following, it appears, the law. So we'll see what's going to happen, because I listened to my girl Danielle, and she's a great attorney, and you guys should go listen to her little summation that she did on last night, and it was real good. She's an excellent speaker. She's also a real attorney in Atlanta, and she has a channel, so go check her out. She's really good, and she's funny. And liquid concrete, it is a must that you pay her a visit. It doesn't matter your ethnicity, your gender, your age, your politics, what you believe, what you don't believe. She is so funny and keep it so real. And you know, I've always said on YouTube, keeping it real means, remember, everybody ain't loyal. But I don't know, she's probably going to make me rethink that, because she is truly hitting it out the box. And so I would like for you guys to pay her a visit. Like I said, I'm not a reporter, and I'm really not into politics, because I see it as politricks. I think that my people, the Asiatic people, don't know enough about the science of jurisprudence. They don't know enough about law and history and how they should be studied together so that their concepts will be correct. They don't know enough about the dogma that we've all been taught, no matter who you claim to love and believe. But I say keep doing you. But if you want to know something different, if you want to hear something different, do something different, then visit the Tiger's Den. I'm live on Wednesdays at 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, and on Sundays at 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. And sometimes I'm a little late, and we may start at 8:30. But I just want to make sure that you guys heard it from me. You may have already heard it, but I want to make sure that you heard it from Toothless, that 6 counts gotta go. And we're going to see how she's going to play this out, and I hope she would stay, because they said too much on the witness stand. And I don't think it has anything to do with this. For real, I don't. I think this has to do with what unfolded yesterday. But they've said enough, and we don't need to see another circus. Perhaps they need to start looking for another job, because I'm going to do my best. Tonight, I'm going to finish the story on Nathan Wade in Cobb County and the lawsuit against him. And then I'm also going to show you guys Fani on some of the interviews she had and how she asked for the money. You know, Shiro Ashley Merchant told us about that. And I'm doing a little bit digging, and I hope to bring this story as well, but I don't know just yet. I'm trying. But y'all, we're not going to let this go away. If he let her stay, or if he take her away. If he take her away, it'd be good, but still, it's a lot of people been hurt by these people. So we really need to rally the people in Atlanta, anybody that looks at YouTube, that really have a loved one that's locked up in the jail system or the prison system. They are absolutely deplorable. These people have enough work they could have been doing. And yes, she asked for those people, for the gangs, and she named off all of the different crimes that was taking place, and she needed this money for this. Not. They did exactly what they wanted to do. And y'all better believe it's a concerted effort of many gatekeepers that look just like me. And you, if you look like me. Asiatic. People that call themselves black. The ones who say they get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they're certainly tired of the white man keeping a black man down. You better ask yourself, what have they done for you lately? 9 times out of 10, not much. We've got to quit thinking that because we get the first African American, 2 continents in one, whatever, the first female, we got to quit thinking that those are our saviors. We got to start measuring them by what they do. We got to follow their work. And this lady's work has not been good since she sent those school teachers away. And Lord knows it was wrong what they did. But it should not have been punishable by imprisonment. That's worse than us not being taught how to read for so many years. To send educators who went to school. And I'm not going to say just like her because I don't know if she went or not. It sounds good. Makes for a good storyline. It really does. And it could be a reality show. But I don't know what she did. But those people had a desire in their heart to better children. You know those she says she care about and then fired the whistleblower because that grant was allocated for a certain thing. Now we can see it plain as day with the story that they gave us on the witness stand on the 15th of February. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know who can trust her. Judgment, her integrity, her honesty, her realness. Who can trust it? Not even Nathan Wade. He doesn't trust her. And he thought that she was going to just ride him on in. But I believe it's quite a few others involved. Especially, I believe her name is Natalie Hall, the one that cost Fulton County $1 million for sexually harassing a young man. And the reason I believe that, and perhaps you will too when you listen to the video that I plan to share. But she speaks very highly of Miss Natalie. And then she always talked about how she partied in college, she said. But she didn't hesitate on the witness stand to let the world know that she likes Grey Goose, which is totally outrageous behavior. For a college student that's over 21, that's drinking age. It's outrageous behavior. And she's really causing the community undue stress. Oh, she talked hard about how she was going to go on crime. But it seems like it's a particular type of crime that she's going after. And it seems like it has to do with people with money and the confiscation of it. I don't know. I'm not in Atlanta. And you know, we have people of ill repute all over the world. You know, so you can look up my DA. He's been blemish free to me. Now, to somebody that go and find something back when he was 12, you can say he was a bad boy. And he may have had some problems when he first came in office. I'm not aware of them. But I can tell you this, he has a program that helps people expunge their records. I can tell you he has also, before he ever became the DA, he has a facility for people with alcohol and drug problems. A lot of people talk about Joe Biden and what did Trump do for us, black people. Well, number one, black is civilly dead in the eyes of the law. It's called civiliter mortuus. Look it up in the Henry Campbell's Black's Law Dictionary. Second edition, you'll get a real good definition. In law, and remember they gave us, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. The youth gave us that. We don't know our history. And most of us are not interested. And then we have prosecutors going around persecuting people, standing in a pulpit talking about they can't expect us black women. No, don't put that on us, because people see us as that. But no, that's not who we are. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to me and that have been watching my videos. I really want to thank you. It means a lot. And when I look at my analytics, I thank you for your ages. I would love, love, love to have the young men coming up. But a lot of our kids, unfortunately, they're coming off that crack era. And a lot of them have some issues. Understanding is zero. And I can understand that when they were reared by grandma or grandpa or nobody. A lot of people were reared in the system that I talked about not long ago. The Child Protective Services system in orphan homes. And oftentimes they were mistreated. But when I heard this lady said she really cared about the children and the sex trafficking and all of this going on, I was really disturbed. Because there ain't none of that in her. She said she was running for her life, had to move out of her home, and she didn't even take her babies with her. And she was in a quote-unquote safe home. So I don't know what this means, but we do know that 6 counts were dismissed. We do know that. I'd rather have a President Donald Trump than a President Biden any day of the week. You see, everybody want to know what did Trump do for us, but I want y'all to tell me in the comments what Biden did for you. I want you to tell me what Obama did for you. I want you to tell me what Clinton did for you. I want you to tell me what Bush did for you. I want you to tell me what Ford did for you. I want you to tell me what Reagan and Nixon and Carter did for you. Some of them made us feel good. That's what some of them did. But our conditions are no different. And we've had all kind of people come and get all kind of laws passed on their behalf. I was looking at Biden's speech when he was on TV the other day in Georgia. And it was a Latina woman up there, and Nothing wrong with her saying what she said, but I noticed she said it 2 times for sure. She said the Latina people. She said the Asian people. She said the islanders. And then she said the blacks. And you know, Joe Biden said if y'all didn't vote for him, then y'all wasn't black. Y'all didn't realize y'all not black because that's a legal status. But you know, what can I say? The only thing that I can tell anybody is vote your conscience and your heart and your mind. And if you can live in this world and stay in the conditions that you're in, some because you choose to, some because you have no choice, then do that. I am a person, I don't see color as most of our Europeans say. Not in people, because there is no such thing as color. It's only one race, and that's the human race. Ethnicity are things they give us to keep us divided. But everybody is divided into nations, and we had to give up our nationality to just be. We couldn't even be human. And we're still fighting to this day for human rights. And sometimes y'all with us when we helping y'all, but when we're on our own, like the woman suffrage movement that got most of our women messed up in the head, yeah, didn't have nothing to do with us. Not a thing. But when we tried to get our right to vote, they told us that wasn't their problem. But now, we have some beautiful European people that has given their lives. Will do more for you than a sister or a brother. Even some a mother or a father. Because we're all human. And so we find what we have in common. And that's what we try to build on. You know, it is so many philanthropists that give to the hood. But unfortunately, all of the 501c3 and not every last one of them, because it's not all of nothing. But the majority of them take all the goodies for their little loved ones. And you get the crumbs from the king's table. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, they open up the little food banks. The food is so old. You just take it to be kind. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about many people that I've helped and taken places. I don't do that anymore because I don't get out a lot now. But the game has not changed. Not at all. So I don't want to stay here too long. I just wanted to come on and share that news so that the Tiger's Den can hear it from Toothless. And we will be in the know with everyone else. And I'm going to continue to keep up. I want to just thank you, my moderator. She is truly a phenomenal woman. Thank you. Because normally I'm asleep around this time of day. But I've been up most of the night putting together what I was going to do for tonight. And it's going to be fun, I hope. And I hope that we have many to join us. But hey, you know, I do it with 1, and I certainly will do it with 3, and 20 is all right with me. So we can have fun. And I thoroughly enjoyed everybody on Sunday. All of the new people that came in got right in the conversation and kept it rolling. That's my kind of party. And I don't mind people voicing their opinions. Just don't be disrespectful. You don't have to agree with me because I don't agree to disagree with anybody. If we disagree and I see that I'm not going to even be able to come to a consensus with you, then I'm just going to move forward and we can just change the subject or we can leave each other alone. That's just how simple it is for me. But if we can reason together, I have no problem with that either. because I can listen and I stand to be corrected because I get a lot of things wrong. I mean, when I say a lot of things, I mean things. So you can put a number to it. I'll let you do it. But I am grateful for the opportunity to speak to the world. And someone want to hear it. I am fulfilling my purpose. And if y'all have any questions of me, feel free to ask questions in the comments, or you can ask questions in the chat if you want me to answer something, and again, I don't mind people coming in that don't agree with me. I don't mind people coming in that don't like me. I just ask you if you would hit the like button. And a workman is really worthy of its hire. So if you can, hit the super chat or hit the Cash App. It really helps me put back into my page. I don't do a lot because of my condition. And my condition is I was born with a 3rd-degree heart block. And I have a pacemaker that I've had for 40 years, which every 7 years I've had to get a new battery. But because I've had it for so long, it has caused my heart to go into congestive heart failure. And I live each day as if it's my last, because we never know. But I ask for 104 years, because that's how long my mom's mom lived. 104 years in her right mind. And I probably look like to the little nieces and nephews what my grandmother looked to me, because she always looked old to me. Always. And so I imagine I have that same effect. I didn't ever think I would get this huge, but I did. And I live with it. I have no complaints. None whatsoever. So, I hope to see you tonight. Feel free to bring along a friend. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Consider becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate everybody that engage and leave comments. And I try my best to respond to them. And I will continue to do that until I get too many that I can't respond to. But I'm real good at it, and I try to do my best. I'm just slow but sure. Slow but sure. So let's just run on and see what the end gonna be, because with that decision, we know he's definitely, like he said, on point to do what he said he was gonna do by this Friday, if not before then. And at this stage of the game, I can't be mad whichever way the man goes, because the law is written for those that study the law and pass the bar. The British accredited, I think it's accreditation registry. And then some would say that's not true. So, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm certainly not licensed, nor do I give legal advice. I do read legal books, though. I read legal material. So, you too could read it if you chose to. Reading is fundamental. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, because with your mind, you can be or do almost anything you want to. See, there are certain things Even though we supposedly have EEO and equal rights and civil rights and Title VII, we supposed to have all of that. There are still laws inside of laws that prohibit us from doing certain things. But I'm here to tell you, your attitude will determine your altitude. It really will. Your attitude will get you further in life than anything else that you possess. I wasn't no goody two-shoes child, and I wasn't no bad child. And I tell y'all, on the for real, if I'd have known that my life was going to be like this, where I would be sick and broke down because I didn't find out I had a 3rd-degree heart block until I gave birth to my son. A month later, I found out I could die in childbirth. I am that thing that they sing about, that miracle in my mind. I'm also, in my mind, the most beautiful girl in the world. In my mind. I don't care what you see. As long as you respect me, then we're fine. Because I'm going to respect you. I believe in giving grace, mercy, second chances. Mo3 is a rapper, one of my favorite and my favorite. And he said God gave him a second chance. A second chance. Yeah, a second chance. And then he sung that little old line that old Fani sung. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. Boy, but can't nobody do it like old Fred him. But I try. I'm not a songstress or a singer, but I love to sing. I have a song in my heart. So I sing to myself all the time. When I'm really going through, I just start making up songs. That's why you hear me with my songs at the end of my videos and some at the beginning, because it soothes me. And if it bothers you, I'm so glad that you came. Carol Burnett say, I'm so glad we had this time together. But sometimes we have to say goodbye. And one of the hardest arts I learned, the hardest, was the art of letting go. On that note, I'm going to leave the Tiger's Den. Have a beautiful and productive day. And I hope to see you in the Tiger's Den tonight at 8:15 p.m., if not 8:30, Central Standard Time. It's sure to be a good one. Goodbye. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us who we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my need. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I failed, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of takes you to a lonely place, find yourself in love.